Hello, it's time again for another box, another room, another TryHackMe day. This is called ColddBox with double D's. Yeah, it's called ColddBox Easy. I think it's a WordPress machine. From the description, if you go one back, go ahead and write ColldBox. So the tags are security, box, privacy, and WordPress. So let's go ahead and look at this site. So I joined the room, I started the machine, it's almost up. We have two typical flags we need to find. One is called user text and the other one is called root.text. So let's go ahead and fetch the IP and basically open a new tab. Also, let's go ahead and connect to the network. So I'm gonna go and do that. Alright, so now we can probably get the machine. Yeah, it's up as we can see. I'm gonna go ahead and do a nmap on standard scripts and what versions, and basically it's gonna be 10.10 39 133. I think I'm gonna stick to just normal nmap scan with one N. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and start a GoBuster scan 10.10 39 133. User directory, user share, word list. Then I'm gonna use the common one because sometimes I just like to use that. I guess the medium-sized one we use from Buster is probably not that bad. Already out of the bat we get something like hidden and index, but we know this is a WordPress site, so I'm not surprised that there is a index side. And also we see that we have some VP stuff and Let's go ahead and run also a VP scan. I think it's basically just --URL and then the IP address just to get started. So WP scan is a really good scanning software that kind of checks for thousands of different vulnerabilities for WordPress installations. So it's basically telling us that we have interesting findings, and we get some versions, and let's see, we got some XML IPC. It seems to be enabled. We can go ahead and, if you wish to do that, we can always just copy that and open the link in the browser, and it only accepts post requests. So it is open, and it also found the readme.html. We can just open that, and we can see that we have the famous 5 minutes installation file. And in some occasions we could probably run this, but I think I'm not gonna do that right now because it might even make things worse. We also have a WP cron PHP. Let's see if we can access that. It's just basically going through the different links. I'm not gonna waste time with this anyway, so let's see if you have something interesting this occasion. So it kinda note that with another color this version is out of date. It's version 3.1, so there's a slight chance we got some issues with that. Yeah, it's insecure. It's gonna say that. No plugins found. Yeah, and basically, yeah. So that is the scan. Sometimes we do get something interesting. I think it's about time to look at the nmap scan as well. So we have port 80 open, which is basically WordPress. It does say WordPress 4.1.31. Maybe that is not exactly true. So let's see what's going on. Let's go ahead and just, browse the site, and it looks like a WordPress site. Yeah. Anything? One comment. So hot. Oh, we got to another web page. So let's see if we can enumerate some users here. Just by looking the cold in person, by cold author, the cold in person. I know that we can go and ahead and look at the folder called hidden, but I think WP scan actually does provide a way for us to enumerate yeah, you have this dash enumerate. Let's try that. Let's see if we can enumerating. Yeah, but is it users or what? Go ahead and check like WordPress. Enumerate users, and let's go ahead and see WordPress user enumeration. So it's probably got some, not the best link. Yeah. We have some sort of URL we can try here, so we go ahead to the site and paste that in. It doesn't look like we have any URL like that, so we can try many things. I'm not really sure if this is the... Alright, so we did actually get some users. We find Hugo. Let's go ahead and take the names. So Hugo and some weird name. I'm not really gonna spell that. Well, I think I'm gonna copy paste it then. And we also have Philip, like that. Alright, so now we have some users. Can it? So let's do help again, and then I'm gonna grab brute. Is there brute force? No. Can WP scan actually password attack force the supplied attack to be used rather than one available for? We can try that. Just, now we have the users. To use during attack, so we got to -u and need to create a list. So let's go ahead and touch VP users and nano into VP users. Nano. I've been basically just trying to use this tool right now, and why not? So whoops, just to try something different from time to time. It doesn't hurt. VP users, and then we're going to type that. Is that the way? Let's try. It's not a valid choice. Okay, we need to put something. Available choices. Oh, sorry. So we need to do. Let's try VP login. So now we're gonna brute force our way in. I don't know if we. Yeah. maybe we would need to supply, you know, a word list. So logging stealthy passwords, number of passwords sent to the name list, password file path, list of passwords using the, so we need to add the user share word list rock you. I think that should do it then. Then we are adding on more and more arguments for the we are trying now, it seems. So we're trying to brute force our way through. You know, this is, you know, it's time consuming to do these kind of things. This is an easy room, but you know, yeah. Anyways, let's just go ahead and visit the hidden one, as I just could have tried. So Cold, you change Yugu's password when you send it to him, so you continue uploading his article, Philip. And no particular comments when you Cold, you change Yugu's password. So we could probably, you know, just go ahead and say, instead of having all the users, just gonna stick to Hugo for now, because it seems that he's the one that's vulnerable. So now we're just, you know, being clever about it. So we're performing this attack now, and let's see if we get any hit on that. Okay, so we have nothing more to do here with the nmap scan, and the typical URLs for WordPress is not that interesting. So do we have Philip? We do. So let's try robots.text. We have nothing. So I'm gonna leave this running for a while and pause the video, get back when it's kind of done running. Alright, so it's been running for some time now, and it says it's been trying many different passwords. Let's go ahead and try another username. Takes the next one on the list, and basically, you know, just, you know, taking it easy and saying, I'm gonna try this now. Sometimes, you know, it's just gonna require a lot for a particular username. I think this is an easy room, so it shouldn't take that long if we're using the rock you list. So now we're just gonna try the cold, I would say here, username, and let's see if we get a password. So I'm gonna pause the video again and let it run for a while. Alright, so the scan finished, and the password is 98765432210 for the user code. Now let's go ahead and see if we have the editor enabled. Let's go to WP login, and let's copy paste the password, log in. And if we have the editor open, we can put in a reverse shell in one of the PHP files, open netcat listener on our own machine, and get reverse shell that way. So let's see, we have the editor, great, and we can see PHP stuff. So let's find, basically, I don't really care, just any file. Which one would be? Not really sure where this is located. Let's just see. Hello Dolly. No, I don't really care. Silence is golden. So if I go to do I get this? No. So I need to find the correct path. So let's see, it's called Aki. So what is this? WordPress. Is this a theme? What is it called? Spam protection path. So it would be something like that, it would seem. So let's see if I take all of this and go to this and basically do index PHP, I should get this. I get nothing. So is that correct? Silence and golden. What if I write hello? Update the file. Do I get a hello? I do not get a hello. Well, I just need to. What is the? Could I just choose something else that is true? But I really want to try this. So it's called Axi WordPress index PHP path, and you're gonna go ahead and search for it. So I think this should be no. Wasn't that the... Yeah, it was. So we have nothing inside of that. That's very interesting. What about the README file? Can I say, am I in the right folder? Yeah. So if I take the README file and in the top here write hello, update it, I see the word hello. So I am in the right, directory path. Let's go ahead and let's just take this one here. So now what we're gonna do is basically destroy the theme, more or less. Let's go ahead and fetch the reverse shell. I think we can just go to Pentest Monkey. Where was it again? That's not the right one. It's a total mess. There we have it. So we're gonna take the PHP reverse shell, and it's basically just taking all this code, and then you're gonna paste it in and say what you're gonna edit is the two variables here. The one is gonna be 10.11.0201. That is my IP address, and we're gonna listen on port 5555. I'm gonna update this, so whenever I go to the web page and I point to this file, it should fire off a reverse shell if this is actually active, even though it says it's inactive. So let's see if that is the case. Let's fire that off, and basically let's see if the word it is hanging. That's good. So we have a reverse shell. We are data. Let's go to home and cold and cat out user.text. And now we cannot do that because we don't have permissions to do that. Let's see if we can upgrade the shell just a tad. So let's go and close this. And yes, let's where was it again? You run the Python script, basically. Boom. Python is found. Which Python 3 exit. Alright, so we have something going on. Let's go ahead and pop the shell again. So let's do 10, what was it? I forgot. 29. And we had like this. So let's go ahead and, whoops. pop it again. And we have the shell. Alright, so let's do, can we do sudo -l right now? Well, we have no. Let's go ahead and do Python 3. I think that would be appropriate to do. So now we have a better shell. Let's do sudo -l now. And we're being asked for the password for data, and we do not have it. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's see, can we do anything? We can try and look for files that is having the SUID flag set, so we can further try and privilege escalate ourselves. And it doesn't look like we have anything interesting here. We have a find. We could try, you know, go to GTF bins and say, does the find have something? It does have something. It's we can try and break out the restrictions. I'm gonna paste that in. I'm still data. We cannot do sudo, and it would seem that this is probably not gonna work, but let's try. Yeah. So let's go ahead and upgrade the shell one more time, just to have a little better interaction going on. Alright, so let's see. We are, wasn't it like var HTML? Inside of WordPress we do have a config file. Let's go ahead and cat out wp config php and see if we can get any interesting stuff from that. So I'm gonna scroll up a bit to the username of cold, and we have something cybersecurity. Now let's just take that and maybe assume that cold's password on the box is really cybersecurity. Basically would mean that if we did a su to cold and put in the password, we might get access, and now we are cold. So let's go ahead and cd to home, go into the directory of cold and cat out cd cold and cat out user.text and user.text, sorry, and there we have it. It's a base 64 encoded string, it would seem like. I'm not sure if that is what they want. Let's just, did I just close it? That is not good. Oh my, what did I do? What did I do? There we go. So I'm not sure if they just want me to post that. They did want me to post that. Now we have to find the root.txt. Let's see if we have any sudo privileges, and we're gonna put in the password one more time. Oops. Let's copy that, paste it in, and we have several ways to do stuff. We have a vim. So if we do sudo vim and basically do, what is it, like escape colon bin bash, if that's the way. Now we root basically. So we ran vim the editor as root because we had sudo privileges on it with I think it basically was everyone, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yeah, let me see. Yeah, root. So we basically just executed the bin bash, and now we root. So I guess we just do root.txt, and we have the root flag. Seems pretty easy. This room, the typical WordPress room. This is what happens if you have a WordPress room and you haven't hardened your own server. So basically what you can learn by this is, when you have a WordPress installation, make sure to update it, make sure to disable the editor, go and watch my video on my channel about 10 steps to secure your WordPress installation. One of the steps is actually to disable the editor. If this editor was disabled, I wouldn't have, been able to pop a shell like I did, like a reverse shell, using this PHP script from where was it? Let me just close this tab and let the room chill for a bit. I wouldn't be able to pop the PHP shell. So basically, this is the room called cold. It was pretty easy. I wouldn't say it's very typical real life scenario basically. So this is how it is. I hope you like the room. Hope you like the ways that I explained how to also use another scanning software called VP Scan. With that, we can enumerate, we can, brute force, we can do different kind of things. We could also use Hydra, but I basically skipped that. So until next time, take care.